Okay, good evening to you all. Today is our day 73 of this 3-month data analytics bootcamp. Like I said, this bootcamp will last for about 3 months, and today is our day 73. Like always, we start by showing our outlines. That is what we are to cover for the day. So we'll have a recap on what we did yesterday, of course, and also today we are going to have DAX 5. That's what we are going to talk about. I wanted to round up the DAX yesterday, but we try one function, didn't work, and I don't know why. And today we'll finalize everything in DAX. And after that, we'll have introduction to data visualization in Power BI. Today we are going to start at least creating some uh, visuals, at least so that you'll start seeing how to, start creating the dashboard, because I told you the Power BI is more of creating the dashboard. So we are going to do that. But as you can see, you learn a lot of things in it. You learn how to do data cleaning in it. You learn how to do many things, how to make your data ready for the visualizations. And you even see how to do the analysis in it also, using the either column, or you can use measures to do that. We'll have question and answer, conclusion, and call it a day. So yesterday, you can recall, we did talk about, I know we talked about if era yesterday, and some functions, of course, which we use calculate yesterday. We talk about it, and we stop on that at related. That's where we stop when we try to use the related. It didn't show us what we want. I just asked us to call it a day. It happens, but what I did yesterday is correct. I don't know, when after the class I restart I didn't even go back to it, because after the class I just continued doing something. It's until today's morning I just recall what happened yesterday. So I already restarted my systems. When I open the Power BI and I do the same thing, it works. So I don't know, it is because maybe my system is being on for days or something like that. But what we did, the way we did it yesterday is correct. And that's why I didn't push myself. Even after the class, I didn't say, oh, it must work, this and that. I know how it is, and whatever is a computer, so it can sometimes even disappointed you, even if you did something, and you can forget also. But I thought I even forget. That why I didn't stress myself to. Maybe I know when I'm relaxed, I will think of it. But believe me, in the morning, I just open the system. I do the same thing. Whatever we did is correct, and it shows me the result that we are looking for. But don't worry, let's go to the Power BI and do the practical together, and you're going to see it by yourself. Uh, Okay, so let me share the screen. I believe you can all see my screen now. So we have this data. I don't want this. I'm deleting this. So I'm going to import such data that I used yesterday. If you can recall, I used data of payroll. I used data of what did I call it after the payroll? I did payroll, finance, and staff data. That is the three tables that I want us to use to connect them and to use their data that are, connected. So let me just click on this and put the first one, which is staff data. I'm going to just load the data because, we are not going to start preparing and do everything. Everything is just, let's assume the data is clean. So I'll just select the sheets. So after selecting the sheets, then I will load the data. So this is number one. So I'm going to upload all the four data together. Let's hope today it will not show me what it shows yesterday. You know how all these are, but yeah, it will work, hopefully. Let's just wait. And thank God the network is good, I can see. So let's hope the network will keep uh doing this, or being the okay. This is number two. As you can see, I'm just going to select the sheet that we want. But take note, sometimes you are going to get this on it's because we don't have much time. Okay, I'm sorry, I've been praising the network. Maybe the network doesn't like to be praised, so we are not going to praise it anymore. Let's just keep doing our things. So let me upload the payroll. I'll select the sheets. Okay, so these are the three that we have. So we can rename them all. And I did that yesterday. I renamed them. So let me just rename this. This one is the staff data. Staff data. This one is the finance. So I'll right click and just rename it from here. This one is the finance. That is finance department data. Let's just leave it like that. And this one is the, is the payroll. Okay, for all the data, let me just show you what the data is all about. And I think I showed it to you, but let me just show it to you again. So this data for finance contain the staff ID, account number, and the bank name of the staff. This payroll contain the NIN number, number of salary paid, and number of pending month by each staff. While the staff data is what we have the ID, the NIN, the full name, gender, state, LGA, department, salary, and position. It's like the data we used when we are doing, the Power Query. So that's the data we used. So let's go to our model. You already know how to do the modeling, how to connect the tables. I know you know that. So what we did yesterday, I told you everything is correct. It's the same procedure. It's just I don't know why it didn't work yesterday. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect this ID with this stamped ID, and I'm going to connect. Yeah, I'm going to click on save. Then I'm going to connect this NIN number with this NIN number. So it means now I connect the three tables. So we have IDs that connect the three tables. So now this is it. So yeah, I can take this one here if I like. This one should be here like this. I'll bring this one here. I'll bring this one. Yeah. So like this. So if these are the what we did. We connect this staff ID with this ID, and we connect this with this. So now let's go back to our column. That is the staff ID. This staff ID that we is the one we connect them all with. So now what we are going to do, like I told you yesterday, is to create a new column. So we are going to start to say if we want to fetch some data from any of the tables that we have, we can do so. Can fetch anything that we want. So this particular person, Muhammad Isa, with the ID one and whatever, we can get his account number. On this table, we don't have his account number, but I can get his account number. Of course, I can get his account number. So how can we get his account number? We can say, let me just call the table account number is equals to, then we write related. After related, you see automatically when I open my bracket, unlike yesterday it refused to work. But now immediately we open the bracket, it brings all the tables, all the columns that we have in our connected tables. You see, we have finance account name, bank name, staff ID. Under period, we have NIN, we have this, and we have this. And if you like, just select the account number. That is the finance that we want. I'm just going to say select. I'll close my bracket and I'll press enter. By default, what it's going to bring for us, it is going to bring the account number related to each ID that we have there. It's going to connect it here for us. Look at what just happened now. We have the account number for only 19 people. This person, number 20, is not in the column. That's why it didn't bring the account number for that number 20 person. So that's what you need to know. You see, we have 19 people here. But under here, since we have only the 19 people, that is 1 to 19, this 20, we don't have his account number. That's why his account number is blank. So that's one thing about this modeling and how to use this related. It's very, it's something that is kind of awesome that you can connect the different tables, you work with them. Now I put it here. If I want to do some calculation, I'm going to do some calculations in it. And now we have the account name. Let's just bring the bank name. Let's bring the bank name. So it's under finance. So I'm going to say bank. So I'm going to say related. Open bracket is just going to show me bank name. This is the bank name, then I'll close it and I'll press enter, and it will bring the bank name for us. This is the bank name of all these accounts that we have. So this is it. And the next thing, apart from this, you see, we can use this related to even create a column and use the if function in the column. For example, now under this payroll, we want to write a query that anybody that has pending payment of more than 4 months, we should write paid or to be paid immediately. Otherwise, let's say we just want to say to be paid later. Just what I want to just state. If he has more than 4 months pending salary, we want to say to be paid immediately. But if it is less than 4 months, we want it to be what? To be paid later. So let's just create that column and call it maybe the status of payment. For example, let me call it that. I'm just creating it, the column name. It's okay. Let me just call it that. But what do you see? The name just came to me. So let me just call it payment status. Payment status is equals to. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say if open bracket, then I will say related. So now I say if open bracket related, what I'm relating now, I'm going to relate the number of pending month. Yeah. So I'm going to say this pending month is equals to or is greater than, yeah, I'm going to use greater, is greater than 4, comma, what I want to see, if it is true, I want to see to be paid immediately. Otherwise, I want to see to be paid later. I don't know if it will work, seriously. But let's check. Okay, thank God. So, you see, we got it right. Whenever we have, look, you should understand something, that why it is so awesome to do all this. We are just doing the calculation with these connected tables. We don't need them here, but we are communicating with the tables that are not here with us. The tables are not here, but we are communicating with them and we're writing formulas with them, and they are picking and they are responding to the formula. So look at it now. Anybody that he has more than 4 months pending payment, it will say to be paid immediately. Look at this person, to be paid immediately, immediately, immediately. These three, that is number 5, number 6, and number 7. Let's go and see what are the pending that they have. Let's go to the payroll and look at it. We have number 5. Okay, where it is. Okay, this is it. So look at it. How do you know this number 5? Is by us to look at his NIN number. So where is this number 5? The NIN number is S7233 and like that. So the column has even this S7. Where it's S7, you see this S7233. You see he has 6 months. So this is not even serially the way we think it is. So we need to look for the NIN number and make sure the NIN number looks like what? Looks for the person. Look at it. It connects this number. Look at it. This number is even row what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at it here, row 6. It connected here. It has 6. So let's come and check the second one. For the second one is at 92348. Let's go back to this payroll. Where is this 923? Okay, yeah, this is 92384. Look at it. He has 7. So that's how it works, and it is communicating with the two tables for us, showing us that, yeah, we can write this and work with this. So please understand this and try to work with this related function. You can use it with whatever you want. Maybe the and, you can put and in it. You can put o. You can put whatever you want to put in it. Believe me, it's very awesome. If you like, you can just put if and related. You pass the criteria, then you create another condition. You pass the criteria using different functions in the table. Please think of something that you can create more complex using this related, because believe me, the more you can write more complex this related function using if and o, the more you are very good at it. And the more you will know that you know what you are doing. And when you create a function, please, you love that. You love yourself when you create such particular functions on your own. So this is it. I think we did some justice to this. I think, yeah. Okay, so there is something that I think I want us to talk about again that has to do with, it's just the last function I think I'm going to treat. It's just the last function I'm going to treat. I'm just, okay, we did calculate, right? Did we do such? We didn't do such. We didn't do such. Let's just talk about this such. Let me create a new column. Let's work with this such. Let's talk about search. Search is just is the function with there is this search in 365 in Excel, and but we don't have it, you know. Okay, what's wrong? I just created a new column and it disappeared. We don't have this search in most of your Excel. You don't have it, but there is this search in I think 365 has this search. Search is just used to tell you where something or a particular word or character appeared within a particular cell. That what the search will just tell you. That what it did. That what it just did. That what it just did. So let's say, for example, I'll just call the column search equals to, I'm going to say search, open bracket, then you just put the text you want to find in the, search. So I'm going to say search, for example, A, comma, then I will write the column that I want to search the A in it. So let me just say I want to search a column in column gender. Okay, I'm going to say the, okay. Yeah, it is the gender. So I'm just going to put this gender. So I'll put comma, I'll put the starting position that I want. So I'll put 0 as a, starting position since we want to start from the first character. So if we didn't find anything, what do we want in return? We can put 1. If we didn't find it, for example, if we didn't find the A, we can put any value that we want if we didn't find the A. So I don't know if we can put nil, then we close the bracket and I press enter. I don't know if we take the string, so it's arrow. Definitely the value is only take the, yeah, that where the nil is the arrow I made. I'm just thinking if I can use the nil. So we can also put 0 if it didn't find anything. Let's just let it put 0. But if you find it, we want it to tell us where it finds the A for us. That was search did. So I press enter. I was wrong. An argument function search has the wrong type. Data has an invalid value. What data? For the gender? I don't know. I was wrong. So is this gender? Stop data under gender. So let me use full name and see. Again. Oh, so whenever I use this and it didn't work, seriously, let me tell you, I don't even know what to do again. I don't. And we are not going to carry over this, please. It's okay. I don't know what to do. Seriously, it didn't work. And then they just wrote the argument the way it's supposed to. So that's okay, I think. So please, if you have any question, please just ask. If you have any question, let's just talk to about the question, because this chat is just, I don't know what how I'm going to just work. Let's not just waste our time on that. So please, if you have any question, you ask. If you don't have any question, I think we can call it a day. So please just try to, if you have a question, ask your question, please. If you have a question, you ask your question. If you don't have a question, we call it a day. Okay, yeah. So let's continue because I told you we are going to start the visualization today. So let's just continue. Okay, so I'm sorry I said we are calling it a day. We have something to cover again. So we are going to talk about now, we are going to talk about uh we just round up the DAX, please forget about the search. If maybe it work, I'll go back to it one day and just talk to you about it. But forget about it. At least I told you I teach you some of the a lot of functions that you can use. It didn't work. I don't know what to do for it. So now we are going to talk about, we are going to start, the visualization. I told you that. So I already take you through all the, interface of the Power BI, all what it did. We already used these visualizations when we want to build the visuals. We use all this. It's only this that we didn't use. You know that we didn't use this. So today we are going to just look at, like I told you, this is a page. Just forget about this build visual with data, whatever. Forget about this text. It's just a blank page for you. That's what it is. You can create another page. So I can have first page, second page, third page. If I want, I can create as many pages as I want. If I want, I can create many pages. So that's it. So what we are going to do first, like in Excel, what we did, we just start by, first of all, we start by changing the background of the canvas. That is the canvas. They call it the canvas here, not the page, or not the, what do we call it? The, what do they call it? The page, maybe blank page or something like that. So, by default it's white. So that way I even show you how to do this. If you can recall, I show you how to do that. So we can turn it to black. So whenever you put the blank, it will not show anything. It's because this transparent is supposed to be 0, but now it's 100%. You can drag it back here, or you can click here and put 0%, and it will show the black color for you. So look at it now, it shows a black color. So by default, we have this. By default, this is what we have here. So if we like, don't worry about this. I told you immediately we start creating the visuals. For example, if I come back and just click on this is the card. You see that one is gone. We don't have anything there. If I delete it, it's back. So don't worry about anything. That's how it definitely works. So since we didn't do any calculation in this data, I didn't create anything. Okay, but yeah, let's just create the header first. I think it's good for us to just start with the header. So let's just click on this text box. We have text box in Excel. You see, immediately you click on something in Power BI, it will just come inside the page. So you are the one to reduce the page. You see, like this. You are the one to reduce it. You are the one to drag it, and you are the one to stretch it here. You see, I just stretch it. So I can just bring it a little bit down if I want. Maybe I just click here, sorry. So you see, this is what we have. So if I want, I can reduce it like this, or I can make it like this. So after this, you can write whatever you want to write inside. We can call it maybe cells, or let's say tabs, or let's give it Ahmad Technologies Monthly Report. So I can just call it like this, then I highlight it also. Now here I can change all the text like we did it in Excel, you know that. So I can put this, then I can increase the text. Let me just put 54. It's too much. 36 is too much. 32 is okay. Yeah, it's okay for me. I'll just put it like this. So you see, all this is just here for you to customize everything. I will just bold it. It's already bold. If I want to put any color for it, I can put any color. So maybe I will use this color. So I'll use this one for it. Yeah. So like that. Okay. So if there is anything, this is it. So let me just little bit. Yeah. So I'll put it like this, and this is it. So I can go back to it also. You see, we have these things also under it. You see, this is the properties, the height, the weight. I already increased the height, the weight. You see that. So this is it, and we are not going to touch anything there. So this is the title. We don't have title because it's something that doesn't have a title. It's just a text box. So we are writing things inside the text box. So I don't need to do anything there. So let's go on to the effect. So under effect, you see we have background. So I can turn up the background. All this, I'm just teaching you this because we are learning how to customize all this, as you know. So we are going to just keep customizing the table to make it look stand out and whatever. So if I want, I can remove the background. Let me just turn up the background. You see, this is how it looks like. So now our everything looks like this. This is the first thing we did in Power BI. So I just turn off the background. If you like, you turn it up. If you like, you bring it back and put another color for it. So maybe you can put this color. You can put this color maybe as background. Look at how it looks like. We have the full color of it like this and the text is like this. So we can turn the text to be black. Let me just highlight it all and turn it to black. So if I remove the highlight, it's going to look like this. But this is somehow not awesome. But someone will say, yeah, it's awesome, looks good for him. Or maybe we can put white. I think white will be more awesome. So you see, you can use this if you like. I'm just trying to show you how to do all this. So I'll bring it back to the black. I think black one is okay. So that's where the effect is. You see, we have this. So that's the effect. So let's just continue with the effect. So we just put the background of this. We remove the transparent visuals border. We put black. So if we don't have anything for this visuals border, is when we start creating other things. We will see it for the shadow. Since we don't need to create any shadow, we don't have it. But if you like, you can turn it up for this, or you turn it up. If you like, you can turn off the shadow like this, and you put any shadow that you want to put. So maybe I can put white shadow under it. So maybe now if you look at it, you see it creates a little shadow. Look at it now. I know you can see it. If you can't, maybe you are blind. I don't know. But let me just turn it up and show you. You see the difference when I turn it off and when I turn it on. When I turn it off and when I turn it on. Let me turn it on. You see it's white shadow. Let me turn it up. You see it's no more. So if you like, you put the shadow. If you don't like, you turn it off. So let's just remove this. Let's come to this icon. If you need icons, you can just go ahead and put any icon that you want here. You can see this, you see all this and whatever. And don't worry, if we are going to use this, we are going to use that. For the header icon, just remove it like that. We don't need it here. So alt text is just an alternative text. When the data is not available or when the visual is not available, you can write the alt text. Some of you that learn HTML, you know what alt is stand for. You know what alt stand for whenever you are inserting an image or when you are inserting a video or when you are inserting an audio. So when the video or the image or the audio is not available, then the alt, text that you provided is going to be on behalf of that image that is not available. So this is something that has to do with that. So now look at, I believed all of you, now from today, you know how to, at least create this and do some other things. We are going to do all the design and whatever. I think tomorrow we'll continue from here and start putting creating the visuals, the charts, and it will be the first, data visualization you created in Power BI. And believe me, it's going to look awesome and you are going to love it. I believe. So please, if you have any question, you ask. Don't worry, your videos I'm uploading, maybe I think all your videos today, if the network permit. If it didn't, please, I'm very sorry. Maybe I'll upload them tomorrow for you. I told you I'm in transit, so my network is not that good. So I'll try my best to see that I did it. I uploaded the videos. Now we have 3 videos, day 3 now. Almost about 3 videos. So don't worry, I'll put it for you. So if you have a question, please ask your question. Please, if you have a question, you ask. Please, if you don't, we call it a day. If you have a question, you ask. We have less than 2 minutes to go, or I can say 2 minutes to go. If you have a question, you ask. If you don't have a question, we call it a day. Please, if you have a question, you ask. Okay, so in the absence of any question from anyone, I think it's time for us to call it a day. And I will wish you all the best and have a wonderful dream. Good night to you all and bye bye.